The following is a Red Apple Podcast Network presentation.
They say this is a big rich town. I just come from the poet's part. Bright light, city life, I gotta make it.
Welcome to Dominic Carter's podcast. This is Dominic Carter's City Hall. Now, here's Dominic Carter.
Red Apple Podcast Talk Radio 77 WABC. You can listen to me, Dominic Carter, weekday afternoons 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, then back again live weeknights at midnight, and on Sundays 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. Sorry, Trump haters like MSNBC, you're fired. You are quickly fading away.
You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run.
This is my podcast. Let's go. Even Jon Stewart on Comedy Central seems to be giving Morning Joe, MSNBC, the heave-ho.
Joe and Mika Brzezinski Scarborough, who famously warned of the growing threat of Trump's fascism, also had an interesting announcement to make.
Last Thursday, we expressed our own concerns on this broadcast and even said we would appreciate the opportunity to speak with the president-elect himself. On Friday, we were given the opportunity to do just that. Joe and I went to Mar-a-Lago to meet personally with President-elect Trump. And for those asking why we would go speak to the president-elect during such fraught times, especially between us, I guess I would ask back, why wouldn't we?
Because you said he was Hitler.
Back to the phonies at MSNBC Morning Joe in a moment. What's up with the Hollywood crowd and they think they know what's best for all of us? I don't think so. Sharon Stone, the actress, in Italy at a film festival. Yes, Sharon Stone, whose claim to fame is the interrogation scene in which Stone crosses and uncrosses her legs while being questioned by police, which has become a classic. But that Sharon Stone, in a rant, is chastising Americans, quote, in her words, ignorant, arrogant Americans for supporting Trump.
You know, Italy has seen fascism. Italy has seen these things. You guys, you understand what happens. You have seen this before. My country is in its adolescence. Adolescence is very arrogant. Adolescence thinks it knows everything. Adolescence is naive and ignorant and arrogant. And we are in our ignorant, arrogant adolescence. We haven't seen this before in our country. So Americans who don't travel, who 80% don't have a passport, who are uneducated, are in their extraordinary naivete.
Actress Sharon Stone expressing a sentiment echoed by Alec Baldwin. Losers. Let's circle back to Joe and Mika, the morning show at MSNBC. Funny when I think of them even years ago, this classic Atlantic Star song comes to mind. They had quite the reputation.
Secret lovers, yeah, that's what we are. We shouldn't be together, but we can't let go. No, 'cause we love each other so. Sitting at home, I do nothing all day but think about you
And boy, oh boy, is Megyn Kelly ripping Joe and Mika a new one after they brutally criticized Trump during the campaign. And then, as soon as he won, ran to Mar-a-Lago to kiss that ring.
It wasn't just Hitler and fascist. It was also 8 years of racist, sexist, rapist. That's what he was being called all over their show and MSNBC. And it's all just forgotten. It's nothing. He's not a rapist. He's not Hitler. And Trump allowed it, right? Trump likes attention. He wants them talking about him. He wants them saying nice things about him. He doesn't need them. And of course, I think Trump, too, is happy to see somebody bend the knee, which was fun to see. Bend it. Get down. Nice and low. Pucker up. Lick the boot. And now
Kiss
the backside.
The ring. Kiss
Do
the
it
ring.
again.
Lovingly.
That's the only thing I like about it. Like, lower. On your bellies now. Lick it. Do it. I'm sorry. That's the only thing I'm enjoying about this. And then slither back to your studio and try to tell your audience that you convinced they just elected Hitler and a rapist, that, why wouldn't we talk to him? Now he's worth talking to.
Yeah.
It's about two things. One, their ratings are in the toilet. They've beyond circled the bowl. They've lost half of their audience, and they're doing what they can to generate interest in the show. And Trump is a ratings machine. And so they're excited about the possibility of maybe a Trump interview, which everybody will watch, and they'll be relevant and they'll be talked about again, and they can save their multi-million-dollar contracts because they won't be fired because they'll generate ratings. And the second thing, and I actually think these are in reverse order, because the second thing I think is the most important to these two, and it is the access to power that they crave. And this is what I find so unattractive, Paul. I have the opposite. As soon as anybody starts inviting me like too much into the fold, I repel. I'm like, I'm out. I'm not on anybody's team. Not on your team, not on his team, her team. I'm a journalist. I'm an independent, not putting on anybody's jersey. These two are like, we're out. No. What do we need to do to get up back in? It's like, well, your circle's over here and they lost. So you have to rebuild and you have to say something to your viewers that's going to make them feel better and show the way forward. No. Our circle has no power. We need to be with the all-powerful one. Oh, maybe he'll pat us on the head. Maybe we'll get to go to a White House state dinner. Maybe we'll matter. Like J-Lo said, you matter. They were listening. That's what they need to be told. You matter. So they had to go and ingratiate themselves with him so they could feel special, like the chosen ones, like the elites. They can't be the losers who don't have access to the sitting president. And that's why this guy, who has no integrity, was able to, in March, say, the best Joe Biden ever. And then after that debate, have to look us in the eye and say, okay, he's got to go. I admit it. And then after a week of pressure, turn around and say, maybe not. And then when it was a foregone conclusion, thanks to Pelosi, say, Kamala Harris is the one. She's a solution. Yes, she's magical with the words. Can't believe how great she is. And the Democrats are right on point. There's no other option in Hitler. And then when Trump won, to turn around and say, not Hitler. And actually, I've been talking about all these issues like the trans thing for a very long time. Just nobody would listen to me. The Democrats' messaging was all wrong. That same guy has no problem going in to talk to Trump, licking the boot, and turning around to the audience being like, it's totally normal. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he is just, he is so up himself, and she's just lost the plot a very long time ago. But do you remember?
She's an idiot. That's the other thing. She's a dope. Yes. And by the way, she's constantly lecturing us about women's rights. Like she's progressive. I forgot to tell you today, I do not have my black stretchy pants on. I have the full sweatpant on today, Paul Marie. I'm just going to be honest. And I need to disclose this because it's a visual. So this Miss champion, Miss Feminist, they were on the cover of, was it New York Magazine 10 years ago? And you have a picture of the two of them where Joe Scarborough is like this. I think he might have his feet up on the table. It's like a power pose for him. And she is up there. This isn't, I'm not dressed for this, but I'm going to show you. Okay.
Yeah, commit. Thank you.
On the desk. Like this. she did. And he's sitting there in the power position like, yeah, do it, baby. Pose. Show him your brain. So I am so over her pictures about women's rights and empowerment and rapist this. You're full of shit, and we all know it.
Megyn Kelly appearing on a podcast, letting Joe and Mika of MSNBC have it. There are common sense Democrats out there. This woman, Renee Collymore, who is fighting a tremendous migrant problem in Cobble Hill, Brooklyn, sets the record straight that she is a traditional Democrat.
Hi, I'm Renee Collymore, and I am from Brooklyn, New York. This is a place where Kamala Harris has won over President Donald Trump. I would like to say that I am a Democrat. I am a traditional Democrat. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a socialist. Please, I'm not even with all that. I wish they would stop it. However, I guess this is my version of why the Democrats lost, and I hope you guys don't throw me out. However, it's very important to listen to the constituents. You got to listen to the constituents. I've been on the front line fighting here against an overpopulated migrant shelter in Clinton Hill, where I live. They have put a 4,000 men and women migrant shelter, mainly single men, in my neighborhood. This is a small neighborhood, and here they come. So we didn't even know about it. They just put them in. Listen. I'm seeing all these meltdowns all over the place to me, and people say, "Oh, Renee, make it make sense." People are voting against their own interests. He's a racist. How many presidents have we had that has really put forth some serious policy for black folks? It's not like we're in a protected class. So that's going to be going on. It's not as if we got reparations and someone really did that for us. So it's, So now we're supposed to put racism at the top of the ticket of why not to support Donald Trump. As a Democrat, my issue is we know what others are going to do, but my issue is the electeds that I have here now in our district. Every seat is a liberal elected. Everybody is progressive. And this is what I think is going on all over the country. The Democratic electeds in these small districts spanning all over the nation, it's as if they are refusing to hear and believe what local folks are saying. We don't want the migrant shelter in Clinton Hill. They don't care. They ignore us and they just go on. We don't care what you say. And then when they don't want to hear the voices of the people, they start calling your names. Oh, you're xenophobic. No one is xenophobic in this community. My father is an immigrant, came to this country and helped to build this country, helped to build, and he's legal. May he rest in peace. However, when you begin to have gangs in the neighborhood, we had a triple murder, we had a stabbing, an outbreak of the measles, an outbreak of tuberculosis. When all of these things are happening, and the people begin to cry out, "Help us, help us," and then you don't, the upcoming race, the main race of this country, the voters will show you. Because on the local level, the electors have not been listening to the voters. This could have turned out another way if the progressive elected officials would listen. Everybody is not for tampons in a little boy's bathroom. Everybody's not for that. Everybody don't have to agree with what you all want. Everybody does not support the boys, the men fighting against the women in sports. If I was an athlete, I wouldn't want a man competing against me because I know he's going to beat me. I'm realistic. Okay? I am realistic here. And I don't look through blinded eyes now. So we got to stop this trying to act like this is not happening. Like everyone is saying the same thing as we saw on election night. But the elected officials where we live don't want to give us what we're saying that we want. They will take it out and show you after a while if you don't listen to voters. And so I think that, all of these meltdowns doesn't make any sense. You have to stop and look and see where the party went wrong. And stop not believing, oh, he cheated. How is this man cheating when the country's red? I mean, if it was half and half or close, then maybe you could try that a little bit. But not when the numbers are telling like this. That means there's a lesson to be learned here. I hope that the Democratic Party, which I am a part of, can do better. Liberals, stop it. Really. You know, get a hold of yourselves and understand that everybody doesn't support a liberal agenda. Everyone, and then and those who do not support your agenda, don't start, hurling insults at them, like calling them, racist. So everybody, maybe we should think about this a little more.
Local New York official Renee Collymore fighting the big problem of illegals, migrants in Cobble Hill, Brooklyn, adding she's not a progressive, but a traditional Democrat.
Americans love using their credit cards, the most secure and hassle-free way to pay. But D.C. politicians want to change that with the Durbin-Marshall credit card bill. This bill lets corporate megastores pick how your credit card is processed, allowing them to use untested payment networks that jeopardize your data security and rewards. Corporate megastores will make more money, and you pay the price. Tell Congress to guard your card, because Americans lose when politicians choose. Learn more at guardyourcard.com.
Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
And that is all the time we have for this episode. You can listen to me, Dominic Carter, weekday afternoons, 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, then back again live weeknights at midnight, and on Sundays, 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. Happy holidays to all of you folks. Red Apple Podcast Talk Radio 77, WABC.
I gotta make it. Dominic Carter Socials on Twitter at Dominic TV and Facebook and Instagram. Dominic Carter TV. Email at dominic.carter@wabcradio.com. Until the next episode, be well. And as Dominic always says, stay positive. The glass is always half full, never half empty. Dominic Carter City Hall.
Hi, I'm Richard Karn, and you may have seen me on TV talking about the world's #1 expandable garden hose. Well, the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead with Pocket Pivot is here, and it's a total game changer. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the Copperhead's Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees for full water flow and freedom to water with ease all around your home. When you're all done, this rust-proof anti-burst hose shrinks back down to pocket size for effortless handling and tidy storage. Plus, your super light and ultra-durable Pocket Hose Copperhead is backed with a 10-year warranty. What could be better than that? I'll tell you what, an exciting radio-exclusive offer just for you. For a limited time, you can get a free Pocket Pivot and their 10-pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size Copperhead hose. Just text WATER to 64,000. That's WATER to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. WATER to 64,000.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Pocket Hose. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at pockethose.com/terms.